All right, welcome back to the Reptiles With Podcast. This is coming out post the Daytona show, so we're not really going to talk too much about it. But we're here, we're hanging out, we're vibing, getting ready for the show. You have some usual suspects. You got fucking Eric over here, teeny weeny. Look at that. You got Danny Wanny in the flesh. You got Dave. You guys don't even see fucking David that much anymore. You hardly see fucking Alex. And I'm just here hanging out. You know how it is.
The OG fans will be like, "Oh my God, Alex!"
Yeah. OG fans will be like, "Is that Alex?" Oh, you guys are gonna share that mic, by the way. So whenever you want to talk, Dave, just grab the mic, steal it from Alex,
or he could just lean over into
or you could just reach for things. So, to preface where we are at as of right now, we have a giant jug of what we are calling as of right now green juice that Eric just destroyed half the bottle. Eric, how are you feeling? Let's check in with our resident Eric. How you doing?
Skies are clear.
I don't even know what that
Ready
means.
to go.
Listen, Eric, on a scale from 1 to 10, how drunk do you feel?
1 to 10?
Yeah.
6.
Okay, this man literally goes after he drinks the thing, and he's like, I feel it.
We left for half an hour, and he went from a 0 to a 6.
Yeah.
I had an oh shit moment because I don't like getting drunk and high, and it wasn't supposed to happen again.
He's just saying that he doesn't like to do any of that stuff.
I don't like to do any of this stuff, and it happened again tonight because I had to prove a point
To who?
to Tyler,
The yapper.
the yapper.
Yeah.
I had to compete.
Yeah. So then they also bought him this little device here. It looks like something that might look familiar to you, maybe potentially, but he doesn't want to drink it because he says it's too on the nose.
What?
Too
No, I don't want to drink it because I don't want to fucking throw up.
Is that what it is? It's on the nose.
Oh man, dude. Well, Alex, how you doing,
I
man?
was about to hand the mic to David.
Oh yeah, David, how you doing?
I'm actually doing all right.
Yeah. How does it feel to have some time away from the kids? You get some time to relax, check out some reptiles.
Well, I don't know about relaxing because you're going to make me stand all day tomorrow.
That is true.
Definitely missing the wife and the kids. But
Yeah.
it's good. You know, we get to do our circle jerk, our annual circle.
There you go.
Do you think? You think you're gonna
you
get?
have a mic,
sorry.
my bad.
You think the kids are gonna get that into reptiles, or you think that's like no, not really for them?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Bummer.
Dude, this guy's hardly into reptiles.
I was
Have
gonna
you
say, yeah.
seen this man grab a snake?
Never.
All right, let's pretend this is
Never.
a snake. It looks close enough. Anyways, so ball python. This man goes like this.
I like to think of myself as like the silent partner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but you
Bless
like to
you.
do these shows. You know, you do this once a year,
Yeah.
right?
Once a year. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing Atlanta next year.
For sure.
For sure.
Assuming that we get to do it.
Yeah.
Yes. Alex, you're now back in action. You do a couple of these every year. Hey, look at that, fancy.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
Yeah?
Good to be back.
Hell yeah.
We did a show up in Atlanta not too long ago,
Yeah.
but now
Now you're here.
Daytona.
Let's go, dude.
You're amazing.
I don't
Yeah.
get to see all you guys very often, so it's a good time.
So
Yeah.
is modern reptile moving away from ball pythons finally?
No.
What's the news on the street?
It's not modernizing away from ball.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Well, David said yes. Okay, wait. All right, David. You say what the fuck you have to say. Look at him.
Go for it.
It's
And then wait. Preface. This is a man that doesn't spend a lot of time in the reptile industry. Go for it.
It's a business. I want to see money.
Okay.
Silent partner. But what's the silent partner?
He only
gonna
sees
get?
the money. in it.
Look. No. See, that's the thing. There is no money in ball pythons. There is
Exactly.
none. Exactly.
I
There we
realize
go.
it.
Tell that to the
I'm
pyramid
ready to move
schemers.
on.
Look, it's only for the top of the pyramid that they make money. The bottom of the pyramid, that's the point. They're at the bottom.
So where's the money, Tino?
There's no money.
There's no money?
There's no money in ball
It's
pythons.
in somebody's rack.
Okay. Well, this is the thing. There is money because the stuff is paying for itself. It's just what happens after that, where it's just like, what do we do now?
Well, now
Then
what?
There's issues with investment. There's issues with other things. So,
Okay.
yeah.
When it comes to the money part, it's not that there's no money in the ball pythons. It's that we just have to fine tune maybe
Yes.
what we have going on.
Yeah.
You guys, Mono Reptile is in a lot of projects.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like, for example, you guys will see at the show, I put up a lot of our adult like clown stuff, and not
Yeah,
because we're getting out of clown, but it's like I have so much of the same stuff when I could just focus on 4 or 5 animals instead of the 12 animals that I have.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's.
What do you see the value? So a lot of people will do this as well, especially if they're line breeding, but they'll usually get a lot of the same animals, maybe to produce quality, most likely to produce quantity. Are you guys opposed to, like, let's say you guys want to keep the blue-eyed leucistic stuff you guys are working with? Are you guys opposed to just getting more blue-eyed leucistics? You know,
Yes.
producing more blue-eyed leucistics. That way you guys don't rely on just the 1 or 2 collectors of blue-eyeds. Maybe half of the collection could be for blue-eyed leucistics.
I think that's more of, you'll get a different answer from depending who you ask.
Yeah.
Between like the 3 of
What
us.
do you? Or I got you.
But-
What do you think David will say?
I think David would say he's not opposed to it.
Okay.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah.
Because you can get a bunch of blue-eyed Lucies, and then they're always gonna sell because
Yeah.
it's the white snake, and everybody
Reliable.
likes it. The blue eyes, whatever. But the thing is, like, when I think of breeding the ball pythons, it's not just what's gonna bring the money, whatever. You have to have a couple of projects that are gonna always sustain consistently, so it can like supplement everything that's going
Yeah.
on, so that they can pay for yourself, so you can do what you like to do.
Yeah.
But I think it's also, I don't just want to just see what's going to be making the money. I want to see some cool things.
That makes sense.
Things that I think are going to look cool together, that he
Okay.
thinks, or like
Yeah.
we get together every year at the end of the year. Hey, what projects should we like
Put
change
together.
or mix with what, or what should we do? And I
Yeah.
feel like that's the part that I like about it. So it's not just about, hey, let's just get a bunch of blue-eyed Lucies and it's going to make money or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and-
my thing.
Yeah, and
You want to comment?
No, that's valid. That's valid.
I'm all for doing all those other projects. But how do you pay for them
Yeah.
without going into your personal
closer,
bank
Mike,
account?
closer.
Yeah.
All right. You need
Brings it farther.
you need revenue. You need income. It
Yeah.
needs to come in.
Yeah.
You
So
further.
if you want to start a
Further?
whole bunch of projects, fine.
Yeah.
But why does it have to come out of our wallets when it can come out of Lucy's? Fill
Yeah.
up a rack full of Lucy's.
Yeah.
Get paid, and then use that money to fund whatever projects you want to do.
So-
I feel like so few people do that too. I feel like
Well-
if people are breeding, let's say they're really into corn snakes, right? You always see corn snake breeders into so many different corns, working with so many different stuff. Because yeah, it's all the same species. You're just working with several morphs, but nobody is like, man, I'm gonna produce every single albino corn snake on the market this year.
Well,
You
so
know?
this is the thing with the blue-eyed Lucy stuff. Okay, the thing with the blue-eyed Lucy stuff is that now you're running into how do you put your attention to so many animals? If you have 30 females and then just a couple of your projects,
Yeah.
You're gonna run out of discipline. You're gonna run out of the energy, the drive to be like, do I really want to keep doing this? Do I really want to keep that? I'm just producing the same shit, and the creativity is murdered there. And the thing is, a lot of what this industry has to start at the passion. And
Okay.
if you're gonna just murder your passion at the door and just copy paste the same shit that you're producing, it's gonna destroy your projects. You know, versus because the blue-eyed Lucies aren't what's supplementing our shit.
Right.
It was at one point, and then it stopped. And now it's like we have it just so that way we go to a show, and it's like we know we're going to sell one of these. So at least it's going to cover something this weekend. You know, that's what it's good for. But the other stuff is actually just starting to supplement itself, which is something that I was definitely concerned about. Like, are people going to care about my this and that clown combo, this and that pied combo? And people will buy it. So, you know, it's just more about allocating resources in the right place so that way the drive and the dedication is still there. No matter if it's like, you know, a little bit inconvenient today that I'm like, fuck, I'm tired, but like I know, and it's also like a little bit less animals, a little bit less off the plate, you know, to be able to focus on other things.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the line breeding, a lot of the times, like people are working with the same things all the time. And like, do they never get bored? Or they were like, or they just really like that?
Well,
They're just really
that's what I
passionate
think.
about it.
That's what like the big guys like are good at, is because they have a lot of the access to a lot of the new stuff. They always have different things going on. Because if you look at Canova just doesn't produce clown combinations. It's like this kind of clown that kind of clown, this kind of clown, and then now we're doing all of this with Desert Ghost. We're doing all of this with Black Exantic. We're doing all of this with Puzzle, and then it's just like, well, fuck, it's crazy. That's like next level shit.
So would you say that's his bread and butter?
What?
All those different clown
His
projects?
bread and butter, joking, his bread and butter is being the top of the pyramid. All right? Yeah.
But everybody's
He's
got
the
their-
fuel to this
Everybody's
fire.
got their bread and butter. What's our bread and butter?
What's our bread and butter? Dude, being fucking sick nasty, drinking these fucking snake-shaped shots that Eric's gonna drink. Yeah.
Did you guys ever what is it? Oh my god. With Daytona, what did you guys bring?
What did we bring to Daytona?
Yeah.
Ourselves.
Hopefully
I
by
hope, yeah.
hopefully by the time that this episode comes out, we brought back nothing.
Yeah. Sold
course.
out.
Yeah.
That wasn't his question. He said, "What did you bring?"
Fucking nothing, dude, because we sold out.
We already sold out.
Bunch of blue tongue skinks, bunch of baby ball pythons, bunch of adult ball pythons, some
He
turtles.
says a bunch of blue tongue skinks. There are some cool blue tongue skinks you got.
Yeah,
on the
there's
table.
some special stuff in
you
there.
had on the
I
table.
do, yes. I have some really nice Eastern blue tongue skinks, which is stuff that I haven't had before, that I got right before the show. Wanted to showcase it here, offer it, trying to find, allocate some funds through other avenues.
It already got some eyes. When we were setting up, there were a couple
Yeah.
people like, "Oh, are
Yeah.
those Easterns?"
Yeah. But this show,
It's like, these guys are not from Northern Australia. These guys are from the East. That makes
Yeah.
it way more expensive.
Yeah. But at this show, I've noticed a lot of blue tongue skinks, which scary, but also like fucking sick, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
hitting.
Yeah, blue
It's
tongues are the
fucking
thing.
hitting. Oh,
Blue tongues are a
we're
big
about
thing.
to get hit with a special guest coming in
A new
very
guy.
soon, and this special guest has a super special topic for us. Danny Wanny, you're awfully quiet over there. Talk to me, Dan. How you doing?
What do you want to know?
What do I want to know?
Yeah.
I want to
I
know
wanna
how
know.
you're doing.
Doing great.
Well, that's the answer.
Yeah. That's it. I don't know what else to say.
Here, give someone else a talking semen.
You,
All right,
you,
look.
you have a ball python. Would you have multiple?
Hey, Tyler.
normal
All
ball
right, go in
pythons?
between them. Go in between
wait,
them.
I
Here,
got
you
a
get to
question.
talk.
I got a question.
This is your mic.
I got a question.
No, share the mic
No,
with
no,
them
no.
too.
How's it going, guys?
Eric, share the mic with him.
Okay.
I will. I like
I'm
sharing.
just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
Man, that shower got really cold really fast.
That's
Well, I
nice.
guess this
really
is
cold.
this is more of a question for everybody. It's like, are we opposed to? I mean, obviously the ball python breeders are not because they have multiple of the same snake. But for the rest of us, are we opposed to having multiples of like the same species of animal? Like just having not more than just a pair. Having be like, no, I could do like, a couple pairs. I could do like all my animals the one species. What do we think?
I think unless you're breeding for breeding purposes, then there's no real reason to have more than one. Yeah.
What if you just want it? What if you're like, I like this 3 times?
Times
Then
3.
I guess you can do that, but
That sounds very familiar.
I don't see a reason to. You got the fulfillment out of the one thing that you already have.
You can put more affection and attention there, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's just how I am with pets. When I get animals, they're my pets. I like to take care of them individually. I don't get more than I can handle because I want them to have
Yeah.
the best care possible.
For me, like I can definitely see the appeal. Like for instance, we saw when we were at Daytona, there was definitely some Vietnamese blue beauties that were on some tables, and I was like, you know what? I one of my favorite snakes up at the top, and so like I can appreciate different variations on the same snake and be like, wow, I really like this one, or I really don't like that one.
Yo,
So I don't know.
I liked your response, but the disrespect from Eric yawning and fucking...
Fall asleep.
No,
do you-
that
look,
yawn
look,
was
look.
not directed at the
Look,
beauties.
you have multiple 3-stripe muds. Yes, you're
Yes.
breeding them, but would you ever get more? or
He
you
had
like-
2
you
for a
really
long
like them?
time that he wasn't doing anything with. He had 2
You're right.
females.
You're right. He had 2
Yeah.
females for the longest time.
Yeah, in hopes that I would do something with them.
Eric has 2 Japonicas.
Not
Two
for
male
long.
Japonicas.
Male Japonicas. 2 male Japonicas.
Not for long.
That is
Not
hilarious.
this weekend. You're not getting.
I am not a fan of duplicate pets.
So why
Yeah.
do you have some?
You want to have the
Well,
diversity?
I'm trying to move them.
Why aren't you a fan of duplicate pets?
The same reason. It's like for me,
There we go.
like I dealt with a lot of people who like go crazy for the same species, and for me, knowing all this stuff. No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about pet people. like
Yeah,
pet keeper.
Tyler, I'm
bro.
not pet
Bro, I
people.
feel like this is a
Listen.
us against them kind of
I
thing.
know,
right
dude.
here.
No shade to them because hey, they found what they like and they're happier than I am.
No, I
So-
feel like there is also a lot more variability between balls than like almost
Hey,
any-
yo, what
I
the
will
fuck
say
did he
that.
say?
Yeah,
That
is
was
a good
fucking
point.
crazy
Like,
right
no,
now.
For real, like you can have
No,
like,
but the thing is, okay, so to take it not species wise, but like let's say genes wise. So like the thing with that is like let's say I have like 2 Mojaves, and like
They're gonna
I-
laugh at you a little bit because these are ball python haters. Just go
I
with
know,
it.
I know,
Go with
I know.
it. Just
Why do
go
you-
with it.
That's why.
I'm fighting.
He's
I won't
I'm
laugh.
fighting for my life here,
the
man.
won't
thing
laugh
is
at you.
like
Got you like this.
if usually they look the same, but if I have one that's the Mojave that I had, it looks like a normal Mojave, but then I have one that looks way lighter, but it doesn't really have another gene. I think, is this gonna transfer to the next one? And I want to try it out. That's the thing. Like we had when we started, we did get multiple. Now we try to get like different things and mix it in and mix and match. But when we first started, we would see like differences
Variations
within the same gene and the different morphs and everything. And then we were like, yeah, let's see if that transfers over or if it doesn't. And we would try things like that. It was more of like a I want to see kind of thing.
Yeah, dinking around as they say. Yeah.
What about you, Tyler? Do you feel like you could have multiple?
Look, this
species
is
or
the thing
all
about
same
Tyler.
species?
This is the thing about Tyler.
I have 4. I have 3 red ears.
No. Well, this is the thing. Let's be honest. Tyler's animals, they're his mom's animals.
No, the shit.
We'll start there.
Oh, yeah?
All right? And
Who?
then he will say he's not a breeder, but everything he has is in pairs.
No, I
So
want 2 pairs.
it's
of
like it's like no pressure that he doesn't have to be like, I'm a breeder, but I didn't produce anything. But it's like also like, but I'm also fucking sick for producing all this cool ass these cool ass animals, fucking spear point, fucking whatever the shit they are.
Bro, what are you doing?
I'm counting how many
He's
breeds I
counting.
got.
Yo,
right
to be fair, Tyler also drank the green juice.
now. The Chug Jug.
Dude, fuck that green
He
juice.
chug jug.
Jug. Shout out Chug Jug. Shout out Fortnite. Hey, copyright.
Not sponsored.
Maybe. Fortnite.
Hit us
is
up.
so
Hit our
funny.
line.
Brown skin.
So wait, am I the only one that's really like, man, I could have multiple of the same things?
Let me get back to my point. Let me get back to my point.
You did not purchase those Reddit sliders because you wanted them.
So, having multiples of the same thing for me, as like from pet keeping, I struggle to understand it because it's like, dude, why are you capping at this? Because usually they're capping at a species that's like very basic. Nothing wrong with basic species; they're lovable in their own way.
But I feel like you're talking about people who keep multiple ball pythons.
No. This can also compare to people who have multiple like beauties and stuff like that. Because it's like, at what you can appreciate the beauty of each individual one, but at that point, that's just you having the same complex as the person that has a million ball pythons. It's just more niche.
No, because ball python people don't have a bunch of normal ball pythons and
Hey,
Some people
yes,
do.
I do.
No.
Like
No.
for example, let's say you like dogs, but specifically, let's say you like Frenchies, right? But I have 2. I'm just saying, I have 2
Nah,
French
I like them.
bulldogs.
They're cool.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying I have 2 French bulldogs?
That's fine.
Well,
They can't breathe.
so you're gonna see somebody with 2 French bulldogs. You're gonna be like, why don't they have a French bulldog and a Yorkie? Like, I don't see.
Look. I knew
I don't
one
know.
person when I was in college that had 3 Shih Tzus. Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah,
that's too many.
You
Shih
cut
Tzus.
that off a
That's
little
too many
early
Shih
there.
Tzus.
You should have finished
Shits-
that one.
Oh, Shih Tzus? Yeah, too many. And I was like, man, why do you have multiple of the same dog? That's awful. But I also don't like Shih Tzus, so. I mean,
Damn.
Are
I
you
didn't get
are
it.
you saying you're Shih Tzu
I'm
prejudice?
shitting on Shih Tzus, yeah.
Your shit sis.
Shih Tzus is crazy.
Oh, no. Tyler,
guess
pull up
so,
your
yeah.
fucking dumbass thing that you were gonna show us.
Oh, I'm not gonna show. I'm just gonna talk about it.
No, show it, because they're not gonna have context. No, but this is part of the show.
Where is it?
I don't know. You fucking sent it to me. Instagram.
I send you a lot of things.
Yes, he does.
Oh, I saw someone with a heart.
Probably me
An awful looking Shih Tzu.
The shaved
Yeah.
dog.
Oh man.
I hate that.
Yo, this man, instead of finding the video, is just going through the dumbass things that he sends me.
He has sent me at like 12 a.m. like I'm freaky right now. And I'm like, what the
Okay,
fuck?
while you're looking for that. Okay, wait. Before you play. Do you remember? David, give him the mic. Do you remember what I told you to remind me while we were in the car?
Well, we were in the car.
Yeah.
When? We were in the car
Today.
multiple times today.
So, this is for the people of the podcast, the listeners. This is some fucking
Dude,
inside knowledge.
inside- baseball,
who is it gonna
baby.
be for?
Just listen to me. Wait, I'm
This is for the
building
listeners.
suspense.
This is for
Building
the
suspense.
listeners.
Listen.
Like, who else is it gonna be for, bro?
Get to know us a little better. So, we were listening to the Jay-Z and Linkin Park hybrid album.
Yes.
Okay. Here's a little bit of inside knowledge of Alex and I. All right. We're about to get embarrassed. When we were, how old were we? Like 10 years old?
I don't know how long ago that came out.
We had the CD. All right. This is the thing. As much of that was a crossover, it was a crossover for us. He listened to a lot of more hip hop. I listened to a lot of more rock,
That's
even though we
crazy.
kind of like dabbled in the same world. So this was the first thing that we had together that was like a serious crossover.
Yeah. Fire.
So what we used to do in the summers is we used to stick ourselves in his room, listen to that album, and he would rap Jay-Z's parts, and I would sing
That's
the Linkin
so
Park songs.
funny.
Wait. But this is the thing. This is the thing, guys. I just need I need everybody
way
to know.
he's explaining
I need
this
everybody to know. Alex would say every word that Jay-Z said. Every single word. You can figure
That's
that out
so
for
funny.
yourself. You
He's
can
a real
cancel it
Miami
for
boy.
yourself.
That's so funny. 10-year-old Alex is crazy.
What is it with you guys that trying to cancel everybody?
We're trying to cancel everybody this weekend. All right,
Canceled
show us the
via
fucking
story
video.
time.
Yeah, comes the video time.
Oh man,
No, it is not a video of Josh and I singing this when we were 10 years old.
Conceiver, are you gonna shower? Oh, okay. Conceiver's back there. He doesn't like to do the
There's no
podcast.
hot water. Sorry.
All right, give me the thingy so I can play it from over here. All right, so
Oh my God. I thought it was
It's an
great. I thought it
hour-long
was amazing.
experience where you're paired with your own snake and you do a snake-incorporated yoga routine. I thought it sounded absolutely insane, so I booked it immediately. When you get there, your instructor and snake handler will give a hands-on rundown on how to handle the snakes properly. Then you pick a gem randomly. Each one corresponds to one of their 8 snakes, and you get to keep the gem as a souvenir. These are non-toxic ball python. This is the instructor test demonstrating. I'm low-key a little scared of snakes and never held one before, so I didn't know how this was gonna go. I started out pretty nervous, but just in case snakes can smell fear, I compartmentalized that fear to the back of my soul. Definitely got comfy as the class went on. It helps that snakes are super slow. They're also under 3 pounds and are very smooth and gentle. Compared to snakeless yoga, I felt a lot more concentrated. I normally have pretty bad balance, but when I'm carrying a whole life on my shoulders, you bet I didn't even hobble once. I felt like that one episode of Fear Factor here. He and I are besties now. They include the mat towel and water, and you get a pass to their normal heated yoga class. They're only doing this a couple times a week, and each class is limited to 4
All right.
people. So okay, so
I don't know.
It's the monkey brain. People with monkey brains just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. That's what it is.
Cancel Tino.
Honestly, I don't even
Cancel
know.
Tino.
I don't even know what to say about
All
that.
right, listen. So we're talking fucking snake ball python yoga. How do we feel about ball python yoga?
That is so smart.
It's non-toxic.
Hold on.
It's
Amazing.
It is very smart, but wait until they find out that they can go and buy one. Like, it's over, bro.
What did he say? You said nothing.
What do you mean? I said it's a smart business avenue because you can do the yoga thing and you can
Yes,
charge
because-
extra for having the
Well,
snakes.
Okay,
but they
but-
go in that same plaza, they go to the PetSmart, they're gonna see that same snake for sale.
I understand what you're saying, but here's the flaw in your logic, right? People like doing yoga, right? But they still go to yoga classes even though they have the stuff at their house. So that doesn't mean they're gonna stop going to do snake yoga.
I
just
think
'cause they
that
bought a snake.
they'll feel like they shouldn't like have to pay so much. I don't know if they're
Yeah, but her
charged a lot.
snakes are
Yo,
trained to do yoga.
You're being a little toxic right now.
Yeah.
She clearly said it was non-toxic.
Non-toxic.
Like, come on.
Non-toxic.
I'm saying my point now. Okay, so here's my point.
There we go. Tyler.
Even if she does it once, every time one person does it, it's better because they get more comfortable
Nice.
around snakes. Because she said by the end of the video, she's like, I was more comfortable. I felt, safer with the life on my shoulder and stuff like that. So even if she does it once, from now for the rest of her life, she's comfortable around those snakes and she feels more safe. So every person that does that is one more person to buy a ball python from Modern Reptile Shop. Let's go, Modern
Let's
Reptile!
go! Dan.
Fire.
I think that it's a genius idea. You slap yoga and whatever, people will go.
Yep.
Yoga ball pythons, they'll go.
I'm gonna do yoga tomorrow at the show.
Yoga
do it.
tigers.
I was literally
it's
about to say
yoga,
tiger
they'll go.
yoga.
It's just like
I
it's
was
just
literally about to
it's
say it.
themed yoga. It's like those card.
Modern reptiles and yoga. I'll go.
Modern yoga.
It's like those solitaire apps that are just different themes. That's basically what you can do with yoga.
Just add
Do
any
snake
animal.
yoga.
Tino, I need to know
And
what your
miscellaneous
actual
animals.
honest thoughts are, because
I
you
think
have
it's
opinions.
So stupid. I think it's so stupid. Okay, honestly, I've done goat yoga before too, and I think that was
Goat
stupid
yoga?
too. Yeah,
Hold
I've
on,
done
goat.
yoga. Goat yoga.
Go.
Like
How
the
does that
greatest
work?
of all
So,
time,
okay,
yoga.
This is how it works. You do a regular yoga routine led by a yogi,
Just get stepped
right?
on by a goat.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I don't know how to do it. Because that's not the focus. Like, yeah, you're there to be like, okay,
And
cool.
then you let a goat
and
fuck
then a
the
goat
shit
just
out of you.
jumps on your back, or just like sits in your lap, and it's like, all right,
That's
now,
literally
now
what I
it's
said. So
interrupting
Just
what I'm
yoga
doing.
with extra like obstacles.
It is yoga with obstacles, but it's because
Wait,
people love them.
because look, it may sound ignorant because I am not somebody who's ever done yoga, but isn't the point of yoga to like concentrate and focus on like
Well, I
you
think with
and what
the
you're
snake
doing?
Meditate,
that helps.
yeah, control the
Like
snake would
isn't
help.
isn't like adding something into the mix kind of like doing
A distraction?
like distracting you from the yoga?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Have a
I mean,
fucking
I-
goat in your
I think-
back.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
Goat, the goat,
also I'm
definitely.
not like super into goats, so it's like
I
don't-
would hope you're
I'm
not.
I'm not really opposed to. I'm not against goats. I don't have anything against goats, but at the same time, I also don't want goats like chewing on my shirts and jumping on my back.
I have a point. I think the people that do goat yoga just do it once for the fun, and then they get into yoga. Like they do goat yoga, and they're like, "Oh, this is fun," and they do yoga.
I think there is an element where Tyler
Or
or
they get
whoever
into
brought up a
goats.
good point.
Oh, true.
Oh,
Or they get into
Whoever
goats.
got a good point
I
of
like
like, hey,
goats.
go ahead and socialize people with snakes. You know, it's like, hey, snakes are not bad.
Yeah.
This is a comfortable, safe environment.
They're
These
not
snakes are
not
nice.
toxic.
They're
Not
not
toxic.
toxic.
I think that part of it is the part that I think is like the cool part of it, because there's a lot of people that maybe were kind of weirded out by them or something that now don't really think of that, and they can see that they're like calm and stuff. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like
It's not unheard of. though.
introducing so many different people to like the animals, like on a constant basis and stuff. I don't know. So she did say that they do it a couple of times a week, so it seems like they're not doing it every single day, trying not to stress the animals out. So
Yeah.
that part looks like they're doing that right, but I don't know. I just
Then it's also kinda
I
like-
don't necessarily see the point of it in terms of the yoga part, but again,
I can
like I
s-
said, I've never done yoga, so I don't know.
I can also see like I've seen like large constrictor yoga
I was
where they
about
have
to say,
reticulated
yeah.
pythons or Burmese pythons, in which there is an added element of weight.
They're gonna
You know,
squeeze
you
the
have a lot
shit
of
out
weight.
of you.
It's like a massage.
It is a little therapeutic in that sense. You know, I can kind of see more of that. But if you're like holding the ball python and the ball python's just like just like
limp.
sitting there because that's what ball pythons do, then like
Yeah,
what-
but to someone who doesn't know how to hold or not familiar with holding snakes and stuff, their attention is on the snake. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
I guess, but at that point, I'd rather lead like an educational show. Just be like, hey guys, we're gonna hold some snakes.
Yes,
Yeah,
but Tino,
then-
but yoga.
But like this is the
But
thing.
yoga.
That not
But
every-
yoga, yeah, you got to get
A lot more
a certain
people-
demographic coming in for the yoga with animals.
A lot of people that go to do yoga aren't going to be doing educational shows for animals. So that's the thing.
I guess.
For the most
David,
part.
would you like Modern Reptile to go into that? You, Mr. Silent Businessman over there.
I would like Modern Reptile to do whatever is going to put money in my pocket. So, I approve.
So what David just said was, sell everything, give me money. That is what it is.
Not sell everything, give me money. Sell most things and give me money.
the only thing that's going to put money in your pocket right now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The power of the ball python.
Maybe.
What were you gonna say?
The power of ball pythons. Oh god.
Well, sell the ball pythons and buy whatever makes money.
No, I won't say it again.
All right.
Ball pythons.
What did you think?
what
Of?
did we?
What did I think about
What did we talk about before I was here, bro?
ball?
Yeah.
What did we talk about for here?
Yeah.
We'll get into it in a second. Ball yoga,
Beloga.
whatever floats your boat, dude. Boga, ball yoga.
Boat yoga would be so cool.
Boat yoga.
Yoga ball.
That would suck to see
yoga
everyone
ball?
Are
like
we in
throwing up.
agreement that it's a good idea or a bad idea?
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's.
correctly.
It
I think
works.
it's indifference.
That's what I was going to say. There's a lot
Yeah.
more indifference. Like, it's...
I think there's more good than bad.
That is true.
Yeah.
I agree. There's no good. More
Yeah.
good than bad.
Yeah, before you got here, we got roasted about breeding ball pythons, Tyler. That's what
I
happened.
missed that.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't
Yeah.
roast you guys. I love that you guys breed ball pythons.
Thanks, man.
Nobody
do it.
Nobody has thought of that before. So,
Eric,
gonna
can
be
you
the
pull up
first.
the thingy, the
oh, I
chat?
saw a cool. Yeah, I'll talk to them.
Yeah.
I saw a cool ball python today. I saw 3 cool ball pythons
Yeah,
today.
and it stopped him in his tracks.
It did actually. No, one of them did.
Yeah.
The what was it? High OD or whatever.
Yeah.
It was orange.
Yeah.
And Tino, what are orange dream ball pythons usually like?
I don't even know. Ugly.
Usually they're not.
But you always say that they're
They're not
not.
orange.
They're not orange. This one was orange.
It was
Then I saw the
the
desert
high
ghost.
OD.
What was the desert ghost one? It wasn't just desert
It
ghost.
was
What-
pastel Enchi Desert Ghost.
It was nice. It looked nice. The head was nice. I liked it.
Yeah. You like a good head. Anyways.
And then what was the third one?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I saw 3 cool ball pythons.
I don't know what their names were.
Okay, I'm not asking for their names.
I think it was Jacob.
Jimmy. And then we saw. Are we talking about what we saw?
No. We're not talking at all about Daytona.
Yet.
Well, guys.
That was the week before this episode.
The crickets on that. Jeez.
The week before.
Yeah. All right, check this out.
I'm
Here, look, guys. Huddle up. We got a video.
Before you.
All right,
what?
ready? You tried to save a turtle.
I saw this.
All right, I'll play it on this side.
Oh my.
Get wrecked.
Let me see it again.
Here you go, Eric. One more time. The trifecta. Comedy happens in threes.
Was it snapping?
Uh,
a soft
no.
Yeah, something snapped.
No.
Yeah, her fucking.
No, I think she just tripped over. Let me see.
What is it? ACL.
The belly's not soft shot.
You
Yeah,
guys
she
are
just tripped
fucking
over.
nerding about this fucking turtle. The turtle got decapitated when it fell,
didn't.
bro.
That turtle's fine.
Bro, it's
She,
fine.
on the other hand, is torn ACL, MCL.
Yeah, she got.
She's
the
out
whole
for the
fucking-
season for sure.
Oh man! All right, we got.
Walking treadmill.
That's crazy. We got one more topic, and then we get to go to bed, guys. Can somebody pull up this whole thing about the fucking gopher tortoises? For the love of Christ!
I already have it up.
More drama with the Gopher Tortoises. What have they gotten themselves into now?
Listen,
Pretty bad stuff.
listen.
What, are they doing drugs now or?
All right, here, I'll read it. So, so sad. All right, so the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is seeking input on draft revisions to the Gopher Tortoise Management Plan. The management plan outlines the necessary objectives and conservation actions needed to lower the rate of gopher tortoise population declines and ultimately remove the species from the Florida endangered and threatened species list. Essentially, what they're doing is they're calling for comments, public comment on what that can be done in order to finally, stop the decline of gopher tortoises. And it's crazy because I feel like the answer is right fucking in front of them. And it's like, hey, you know what? Stop developing land.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Tino, I have a
Stop
question for you.
Developing.
I feel like you might have the best input on this. How are they doing? Like, are they? Okay. Let me try again.
Wait,
Let me
have you guys
try
ever
again.
watched the
Which one?
video where the
There's a
guy's
couple
like, "Why are you running?" Have you ever seen that video?
Hold on.
That's what he
Let
just
me
did.
rephrase that. How are, like, conservation status wise, are they doing better than they were before? Are they doing worse than
I
they were
would
before?
say
Like,
for
where are they
a
at?
threatened species, it is a threatened species I see
Often
pretty often.
Yeah.
see 2 of them on the road I live on.
run over.
Yeah, I think if
So one of them survived.
But that's not to
it's not-
say.
we
That's
got
not
rid
to
of
say.
random
And like,
people,
yes, the FWC's job is the environmental police. That's what they're supposed to do. Ideally, we should remove gopher tortoises off the threatened and endangered species list once their populations are good. Once we're like, hey guys, we did a good job. They're back. We're good. Awesome. That's the goal for all animals. Put them into a place where we don't have.
I have
to,
a question, too.
Be
Yeah,
really
go.
concerned about their
It's very
extinction.
important. I have a question.
However-
I have a question.
Wait, he's
Let
not
me
done. He's
follow
not
up.
done
Let
with
me
his
follow
point.
up because
Yeah.
I'm giving FWC some credit to throw it back down. With that said, what is the incentive with doing this? Why is it happening now? And it's like, is it because the current FWC commissioners are all developers and
out.
they want to go ahead and reduce how much someone has to pay in order to remove a gopher tortoise? Do they want to remove that obstacle entirely? It's like, all right, guys, how do we conserve these things so that we can finally develop over their homes? And it's like, what is the logic here? What is going on? That doesn't make any sense.
Right now, they're looking. They're like, okay, so this development is gonna take 10 years, so we could take them off the list for the next 10 years, and then once we almost take them out of it to extinction, we'll bring back the fucking conservation for them. Let's
I don't
go.
know. I don't know why the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, that name alone, is asking for public comment on how to bring back gopher tortoises.
Because they're all land developers.
When it's like, hey, I think that's your fucking job. I think that's what you're supposed to do. What have you been doing? And now you're like, guys, we don't know the solution. We don't know what we're doing.
what's Tyler's
Please,
question?
I need to ask my
guys,
question.
give us the answer.
I need to ask my question. This is the question. You need to answer this, okay?
Okay.
What are they doing to protect them right now?
I mean, there's a lot of protections in place. You can't.
Yeah,
touch a
Tyler,
gopher.
you're
don't-
fucking.
yeah,
don't
idiot,
touch
right?
them?
This
Yeah,
guy
legally,
sucks
Don't touch-
ass.
don't
legally
what?
you
Don't touch
cannot
them?
touch them.
Okay, what is
It's a
FWC gonna be
hefty permit
following
and
behind
fine.
things?
It's have to be permit and fine in order to remove a gopher tortoise, bro.
So
any
for every
developments.
one that isn't touched, 10 of them get entombed.
It's crazy.
Look, dude. I mean,
What the fuck are they doing?
It is. It is. I agree. It doesn't make.
Where
any
was
sense.
FWC when that gopher tortoise got ran over in front of my house? Where were they? Where were you? What's his name? Like Roger Young or something?
Yeah, no.
Where were you?
Roger, what the fuck?
At the golf course.
I have a
guarantee he was
question.
at the golf course.
I have a question. Actual
Didn't
question.
even make
Yeah, what's
par.
If they get removed from threatened, if they're
That
const-
means you can go ahead and grab them and eat them if you wanted.
but not saying
We're
that.
not
I'm
gonna
not,
do that.
For real.
not
Yeah, they're
saying.
not a protected species.
Wait. Not saying that I'm gonna do
guess,
this.
yeah.
Not saying that I'm gonna do this, but does that mean people can now grab them and breed them?
Yes.
And sell them in the pet trade?
Yes, if there's no additional protections on them, I believe that is
That's
correct.
insane. No, that is.
We don't gotta
insane.
buy it. We'll poach
You know,
them.
and then if
Let's
FWC goes ahead and
clarify
does
that
this,
he's
look,
saying
look,
this hypothetically.
because when you
This
even
whole
if-
podcast is alleged.
look, even if their numbers are not low,
Uh-huh.
right? They are still a keystone species, and their numbers should never be low because of the animals that depend on them. Because those numbers stay high,
Unless-
all the other numbers
Yeah,
will
but
also
Tino,
stay
let's
high.
be honest. Let's be honest. I know there's gonna be a little bit, whatever, but
Okay.
you're saying this not as a developer. If you were
Right.
a developer, you would think differently.
No, yeah, don't give a shit. Yeah, yeah. Of course, but like, and I'm okay if they were like, hey, we want to go ahead and take them off the endangered and threatened list.
But
you
still
know,
keep them
for the
protected.
IUCN, but
They still need to keep their
have
protections.
additional protections for
Right.
them. You know,
David.
still keep it so that
Yeah.
it is difficult to remove a gopher tortoise. Still have it where they cannot be interfered with. Like, hey,
But maybe that's why they're asking for public comment so that you can say something like that, and maybe I don't know.
I feel like the
Yo.
answer is to stop development.
This is
Like-
the thing.
The answer is to stop
Because the thing
developing.
is that, like, I don't know. Like sometimes, I mean, I don't deal with the FWC stuff and as much as you guys do. So this is just speaking like a logical like thought that comes into my head.
I,
logic.
I-
If you have like, even if you're like really good at something, sometimes hearing it from somebody else that does it might get an idea in your head. So that's where I kind of think of it like that. Maybe that's why they're asking for public comment. But, and I'm also not saying they're really good at it. I'm just saying, as an example.
Dude, you should see this guy get on the fucking podium and roast FWC in front of them. It's hilarious. He literally does.
I saw a
it.
little clip, yeah.
Yeah, it's
of
fucking
one
awesome.
time.
All right, Dan, sorry.
I feel like FWC knows the answer is to stop developing, but the reason that they're asking for a public comment is to give them an easy way out in case someone suggests something different.
All right,
Yeah,
David.
like anybody else, please tell
David.
us anything else but stopping development.
As our resident turtle hater, how do you feel about this? David doesn't like turtles.
I love reed turtles.
Let that be known.
Down with the turtles.
Down with the turtles. David says
crazy.
down with the turtles.
That's crazy.
Support modern reptile though.
Like turtles down in the ground or like down like, oh yeah, you're down for the cause.
David, why don't you like turtles?
They're so cute.
They just weird me out, man.
I'm not doing anything.
Wait, hold up. Why do they weird you out?
They smell bad. Their claws. I call them claws. They might be nails. I don't know what they are, but it's just slimy. Just,
What?
No.
That's his frog for you.
Okay, do you
Really?
feel the same way
Okay.
about sea turtles?
No, I think sea turtles are pretty cool.
Okay, you're done.
Interesting.
That just doesn't make any sense.
Josh doesn't really like frogs, but there's some frogs he's like, yeah, those are cool.
Dart frogs.
Southern
you guys-
toads.
Tomato
You
frog.
see?
You fuck
Tomato
with tomato
frogs
frog?
fucking suck.
What you're telling me
Aw,
is you guys
fuck.
are just shit cysts.
Shit, sis.
You guys just don't
Is that
like
how we full
specific
circle this?
species.
Froggist.
Yeah.
Froggist. Okay,
I'm not a hater.
froggist.
I don't hate anything.
Tyler is drunk. Yeah? Do a backflip right now. I bet you won't.
I'll do the second floor and I'll fall through the floor and then land on my.
Can you do a
I bet.
backflip? Oh,
Can you do
Did he drink the cum shot?
should learn.
Yeah, bro.
Did he drink the cum shot?
No. He drank the green juice, the chug jug. Oh man. Anyways, so what are we doing to save these fucking gopher tortoises?
Honestly, I think it's a good thing, an initiative. It's like, hey guys, we want to go ahead and remove them from being
Here's-
threatened and endangered, but it's also kind of like, okay, I feel like you know the answer. I feel like public comment isn't necessary in that sense. And also, why are you doing this?
Here's the problem.
What's the purpose?
Here's the problem with, you know the answer. What did you say the answer was?
Stop development.
Okay, here's the
That ain't
problem with
happening.
that. That's never going to stop. Because realistically, whether it's good or not, obviously it's really bad for the animals because whenever you develop something, you always have to take out the ground, whatever's
Right.
in it, whatever. Okay. But population in the world is always going up.
Yeah.
Unless
There's always people, and we live in a state, unfortunately, that a lot of people want to live in.
Yeah.
Either they come here and retire,
'Cause it's fucking
or
sick.
whatever's the case. So there's always going to be a need for land, and then when people come for land, houses, then they build a community, and then they build
right.
stores.
But see-
So the issue is that's never going to be a viable solution.
But see,
You get what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Unfortunately.
if we really think about it, if the human race continues and people go ahead and keep doing stupid shit, everything becomes a problem at that point.
Of course.
Nothing
Yeah.
stops it. Disease becomes a huge problem.
Of course, but
climate change becomes a huge problem.
how often-
Pollution becomes a huge problem. All that contributes. And to say that, like, hey, this is the obvious solution, but we're not going to stop it. I mean, we just accept everything else that happens.
But how often?
We can say,
That's
hey,
why-
pollution's going to happen.
that's why microplastics
actually,
are making
I
our
was
taints
literally about to
smaller.
mention microplastics.
Yeah.
In 2 studies where they studied placentas
and the taints.
not taints.
They
and
have
testicles.
studied the taints.
And
The taints are getting
testicles.
smaller, bro. We're not. I'm not fertile. I need the cum shot. I'm not fertile right now.
and testicles. All participants in the study were discovered to have microplastics within them, placentas and testicles. And it's like,
The placentas
yeah,
and the taints.
So what you're saying is get the.
But this is the thing.
no, but I'm saying like
But you know-
the issues are
Alex,
literally within us. So the
what
issues
you-
are
what-
literally already
so-
inside of us.
So
There's no stopping us.
that's another example of what you're saying. So what's the solution? We got to get rid of plastics, but that's not that easy.
No, yeah,
why?
it's not gonna
Because
happen.
what's more expensive than plastic? Aluminum.
Yes.
Gotta go back to wood.
Right.
All this stuff is more expensive than plastic. So is there really a viable option in the eyes of those people? No. So they're gonna leave those easy things to leave in place are gonna be the last thing to go. So until it's an absolute like, oh, all of Florida is sinking because there's too many things in here, then nothing's gonna change. Nothing's
But then
gonna change.
there's no reason to try.
You're right, Tino.
You're saying there's no reason to try.
Never back down, never what.
How many times?
I hate you.
I like to think that you can actually try and make change or whatever, and maybe it does. But how often have you seen the 9 times out of 10 when people actually try to change something or whatever, it doesn't work. The one time it does though,
Right.
And then you go in and you're like, hopefully this is the one time. But
if everyone has that mentality, change doesn't happen. You don't end up with revolutionaries. You don't end up with people trying to change things, and you don't end up with actual change.
We are the
Everybody's go ahead-
revolutionaries.
Yeah, if everybody goes ahead and it's like, there's no point. There's no point. Then nobody makes a point.
Development, and that is one of those things that's going to be one of those that you're never going to be able to win. That's one of those that I really think, because that's just the population is always growing.
What we need to do is, as Floridians, make it unbearable for people to move here. We need to continue. No.
Right.
We need
Have
to
you ever been to
continue.
Miami?
We need to
It's
continue.
unbearable.
Yeah. We need to continue raising up rent. We need to continue smoking crack.
Hey,
Allegedly, no, don't do any of this. Don't do any of this.
Wait. They keep on raising rent and they keep on doing that and whatever. Then the people that actually care are all going to have to go out.
Everybody get out of Florida.
That's it.
Including us.
All right, David, what do you got to say?
the
What do you
tortoises
gotta
get
say?
to
I guess
say.
really my question is, what if they're not trying to find another solution? What if they're just trying to find out if anyone cares?
I think that's so. I wanted to say something. So, knowing what I know about FWC's situation,
And what do you know, Eric?
what?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
Listen.
It was a joke.
Hey, he knows a lot.
Listen,
Hey, you're right.
the FWC board members care for nothing but golf and development.
There's nothing wrong with
Two
golf.
things that are the complete opposite of what
Dude,
they're supposed to
David
protect.
loves golf.
So it makes sense to me in my head. They're giving the formality of the public comment to see what they're gonna do.
Yep.
They're gonna give the public comment. Everyone's gonna say, "Don't do anything. Change,
Yeah.
leave everything the same way." They're just not gonna listen because they haven't listened for the past how many fucking meetings. So they're gonna ignore it and just have it as a formality.
They could probably. I'm
And
not
just
gonna lie.
keep going.
They
What
could,
the fuck are you showing me?
They could honestly.
Tyler is literally showing us
They
a
could
picture of
literally-
him allegedly holding a fucking gopher tortoise.
I was out across the street and then it said, "Can we take a selfie?" And I said,
They could look.
And then there
It
was-
could honestly.
It was like, oh my god, that's Tyler from the Reptiles With Podcast.
"Dead
could-
the next day."
No, it could honestly
God.
be.
It did
look,
die.
look.
This
It could
segment is brought to
honestly.
you by
Oh, God.
Clip This Shit Out.
No, see, it could honestly be as evidence for real, because like you guys are both saying, stopping land development isn't going to happen. So everybody's going to say, stop land development or other impossible requests, Like make it $1 million fine if you hit a Gopher Tortoise. Like impossible things. And they're gonna be like, well, we couldn't figure out a solution. The public can't figure out a solution. There's no solution.
Let's give it a team
Does
to
the
find a
public even
solution.
care?
So
They might even use it as evidence. Be like, nope, there's no
All right,
solution.
Tyler's got some
I have
dumb
a
ass
point
shit
for you,
to say.
Tino. Okay, so you're gonna think it's funny first. Have you ever watched Looney Tunes before?
Yes.
So have you ever seen like when they like cut off part of the map? What if they cut off Florida and just sink it? Like with a saw?
This saves the Gopher Tortoises how? Yeah, how does this fix the Gopher Tortoises?
Then they'll migrate up to Georgia.
You're a genius.
They're entombed underground and they just kind of like crawl. And they
You're a
dig,
genius.
And there's no concrete to block them.
Listen,
Give me this back.
if they take off their protections, the Gopher Tortoise, they're okay. What? Leave me alone. Listen, I care
No,
about
he's
them.
trying so. He's like the green juice. I need to focus right now. If they take off the protection, everybody's listening. No pressure. He's like, listen, all right? I got something to say.
I can only see. Okay, there's gonna be a giant decline in numbers within like 5 or 10 years because without those protections, all the paperwork, all the bureaucracy that obviously is making these the board members even make this a thing because they're tired of having to go through all the hurdles that they have to do with these gophers in the land that they want to develop on. Yo, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm speaking, okay?
You're boring us when you
I think we're tired.
yeah.
Yeah, we're all tired. They're just. I forgot where I was. Fuck! I forgot where I was. Okay, bro. No.
The address is here.
Okay.
So we're staying at
Oh, what the fuck?
We're
Let me fucking. Okay. This is what I'll say. They will plummet because all this is gonna do if they take away their protections, all it's gonna do is make their development faster and much more streamlined because it's gonna avoid all the bureaucracy, all the paperwork, all the time and effort and the money that it takes to survey, remove Gopher tortoises, see if this is liable good land to like build on and shit. If there's no gophers or whatever, this and that and the other, it's just gonna make it a lot easier to get things done on their end when it comes to development, not when it comes to conserving fish and wildlife, which is supposed to be what they're doing, but obviously they have other things that they want to decide to do. But that's just how it is right now.
Maybe we have.
So we should probably change that. I think the best thing we could do is change who's in charge in FWC.
Okay.
Let's make Eric in charge.
That's the thing is we can't do
Post.
that because whoever is at the board of FWC, whoever's in the chairman board, is elected by the governor, is chosen by the governor.
Happen.
Floridians keep voting.
Whoa, what the fuck?
If
What the
Floridians,
fuck?
Wait.
Yo,
Shit, I opened the shot.
if
If you didn't clip it before,
Yo, that
you
was-
gotta clip it now.
we went so good
Wait,
without
stop.
having to clip anything.
Yo,
Look,
you gotta
if-
beat
my
that
bad.
shit.
If
because
Floridians,
That was crazy.
That's the
Floridians
one thing you
keep
can't
voting
mention, bro.
stupid people as the governor of Florida, we're gonna continue having shit people at the head of FWC. That's what happened. No.
Listen, we don't. I think. Does anybody else have anything to say? Alex, you got something? Because this got fucking crazy right now. Eric drank the fucking green courage. He drank the cum of the Incredible Hulk and saying all kinds of crazy shit.
But I forgot. Give me a second. Don't put it up.
That was some Eric ass shit you just said right now.
No, okay, but you said that. Okay, I am not gonna get into politics. What I think, governor, this, that, whatever. But you just said that that's not something that you could change because the governor is the one that puts them. Then that technically, like you were just saying, about going and speaking out about these things, go and vote for whoever you think might fix it.
A lot of conservation environmental issues, a lot of people overlook. Like people say, don't use single-use plastics, carpool, all this other, recycle, all this other stuff. One of the biggest things you can do is vote. Mm-hmm. You know, if you are an advocate for environmental issues or you're passionate about them, vote that way. Vote for the people that have voice, that they want to protect the environment, that they want to do green practices. It's that easy. But again, we live in a democracy, so the majority of people vote, and unfortunately, sometimes things don't work out. So,
At the end of the day, we just need to get more involved.
It's the same.
yeah.
It's the same.
What we do is change public opinion. We
It's
get
the same
people to care
concept.
about the Gopher Tortoise.
It's the same
We get people
concept
to
as
care
what you
about
were
the
just
animals.
saying. What you were just saying about like going and speaking at the thing
Mm-hmm.
or what they want, and then you were telling me that like, then what's the point in trying? It's kind of the same thing. By going and voting or whatever, then it's
Yep.
kind of what you were saying.
We got to change people's minds, starting with David. Hold him down.
All right, this was the Reptiles with Podcast.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Start up Gopher Tortoise yoga. And see you guys later.
All right, later.
Comment who you're voting for.
Become a member and subscribe, like, share with your reptile-loving friends. Becoming a member helps us out a lot. This was the Reptiles
There's
with
4 of us in
Podcast.
this one room. The more you become a member, the more rooms we can afford.
Yeah, Danica, you guys want to say you're holding the mic right now is your chance. No pressure.
No, I'm tired. I'm ready to go.
All right, bye.
We're out.
Bye, ball pythons.